How hard we work trying to make things or keep things the way we want them to be. It could be people, situations, or our own feelings. Like to be the ringmaster of a three-ring circus, in total control of all we survey. Of course, we would prefer not to admit that, even to ourselves. What's really striking is, most of what we want to control is not ours to control, including those we care the most about. But still, we keep trying, often at a price we didn't see coming. We keep trying because letting go feels like falling or failing. If we don't hold it all together, it'll all fall apart, most certainly ourselves. So today I want us to think about our need to control. Who we need to control, why it's so seductive, when and where it shows up most, what trying to control costs us, and most of all, how we can begin to let go without losing ourselves in the process. Dr. Michael Broom here. I'm an organization development psychologist and the CEO of the Center for Human Systems. Welcome to my Things to Think About videos. Let's start with who we try to control. We most often try to control the people closest to us or those whose actions impact us most directly. This includes family members, romantic partners we're afraid to lose, children we want to protect, colleagues or employees whose performance impacts our success, and ourselves through the two rigid standards of what we should be doing, thinking, or believing. We try to control because we care so much, or too much, and we're scared. But enjoying our lives and having healthy relationships are not possible when we attempt to control too much. That requires us to let go trying to control. Let's look deeper into why we try to control. Control gives us the illusion of safety. It's our way of trying to reduce risk, avoid some pain, and protect what matters most to us. It often has started very early. If we grew up in an unpredictable environment, control became survival. If emotions were welcome, we learned to lock them down or use them as leverage to get what we want. If people let us down, we learned to step in and manage it ourselves and promise ourselves not to let that happen again. In all of that, we were trying to protect ourselves when we were most vulnerable. But as adults, such a sense of vulnerability is still automatic, even if no longer real. When are we most likely to try to control? We don't reach for control all the time, just when something important feels at risk. That could include relationships when we fear being hurt, at work when our reputation or success feels at stake, parenting when we fear for our children's well-being, during major transitions like a move, job change, or significant loss. Then there are the moments of emotional intensity, especially grief, anger, or fear, and when we feel we're not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough, not lovable enough. In short, control shows up most when we feel vulnerable and we don't feel safe enough to be with and share that vulnerability. Okay, it's time now to look at the costs of trying to control. Trying to control what isn't ours to manage can lead to people feeling resentment, feeling manipulated, and connections that feel more like union management negotiations or interrogations than meaningful relationships. When we try to control, we stifle growth, their growth, our growth, and our relationships' growth. We lose access to creativity and spontaneity. We become rigid, anxious, and reactive. Worst of all, we lose the best part of ourselves, our empathy, compassion, and willingness to collaborate in the constant effort of trying to manage things outside of us instead of being with what's inside of us. So how do we let go of wanting to control? First of all, it doesn't mean not caring. Thinking that they have to stop caring is the first reaction of many people. It does mean shifting from forcing and pushing to partnering and collaborating. It means figuring out things together, neither your way or their way, but our way. It means choosing to trust, not blindly, but consciously, knowing that we can't control what's not ours. We trust others to manage what is theirs. We trust others to grow, stumble, and get back up, just like we learned. We trust ourselves to help others according to their needs, rather than our need to help. And we trust ourselves to be okay even when others fail our trust and things don't go the way we want them to. Letting go is an act of maturity. It takes maturity to choose flexibility over rigidity and curiosity over control. So how do we begin letting go? First, name what we're trying to control. Is it an outcome, a person, your image? Clarity is the beginning. Second, ask yourself, what am I afraid would happen if I let go? That question is the heart of the matter. Usually there is a fear of failure, fear of rejection, or chaos underneath. 3, check. Is this truly mine to control? Many things are in our circle of influence, but don't confuse that influence with ownership and the right to control. Please untie them. 4, practice sharing. This is the hard part. Share responsibility. Invite others in. Collaborate rather than direct. This is not easy. Start with the people you trust the most, then expand the circle. The key is to trust that you can handle whatever happens. Finally, be okay with discomfort. Letting go often feels frightening, but that discomfort is the doorway to freedom. And it hasn't killed anyone yet. You will survive. 6, be curious about what's going to happen when you let go. Most of the time, you'll be pleasantly surprised. The rest you can handle and learn from whatever happens. To stop trying to control everything outside, focus instead on your inner stability. Breathe deeply. Trust your values and your purpose. These are the roots, the solid rock of ourselves we can stand on to trust ourselves. In closing, letting go of trying to control isn't easy, but it's deeply worth it. Controlling likely keeps you busy, but it'll never give you the freedom to enjoy your life and your relationships. That freedom comes from choosing to be present over going for perfection. It comes from trading the illusion of certainty for aliveness. Today, let just one thing go. Let the moment unfold on its own. Let someone else lead. Take a breath, relax, and just be curious about what will happen next. And notice you didn't fall apart. You're fine, and you're probably even enjoying yourself. If this Things to Think About video resonated with you, share it with somebody who tries to control a bit too much. And please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.